Welcome to our home.
Thanks, Ann.
Come on in, get out of the cold.
Hi, I'm Cindy Merritt, and I'm your local real estate partner. And just like you, I live, work, and play in the Richmond, Virginia area and all around our wonderful surrounding counties. Well, we promised you we were going to come back, and we're here. We are at the historic Agecroft Hall in Windsor Farms, and this is Ann Kenny Urban, the director. Thank you so much for letting us come back, Ann.
Oh, I'm thrilled to welcome you all back. It's Christmas time. We have so many fun things to show you today.
I know you do, and I'm really excited. Tell me, before we get started, a little bit about Agecroft Hall. It's 500 years old, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's really an incredible story. The house was originally started to be built around 1500. It was a simple manor house.
Wow.
It was in Lancashire, England, and added on to throughout the 16th century. And then in 1925, it was purchased by T.C. Williams Jr., and he had it dismantled, crated up, shipped over here to Virginia, and rebuilt. And it's about a third the size that it was in England, but all of the original beams, the original roof, the foundation, the windows, it's just a wonder that we have it here.
This is so amazing, and it's such a beautiful place. Can we take a tour?
Absolutely, follow me.
Okay, let's go. So, Ann, this is a gorgeous room. Where are we?
We're here in the Great Hall, and this is really the center of life in a manor house. Early on, it's where the family and the servants all eat together. It's where business is conducted. When the courts come to town, the courts take place here, all of that. This is the heart of activity at Agecroft.
Okay, and what did they use this for during the holiday season then?
Well, you could have all your feasting here.
Okay.
As you'll see, we've got a wonderful feast laid out. During Advent, families would have been a time of fasting and prayer. And once you get to Christmas Day, time to enjoy the feast. You've been through a long season of denial.
The true 12 days of Christmas.
Absolutely. Begins on December 25th and goes through January 6th.
Okay, because most people don't realize that because of the song.
Right, we all know the song.
We all know the song, but truly the 12 days of Christmas begins Christmas Day and following. Where are we now? I see a lot of musical instruments and some interesting things in here.
Well, this is the great parlor, and it's a room for entertaining. As you see, we've got the organ out and the lutes, things for music at this time of year. We also, you may have noticed, have a bed, which is unusual to us today.
Yes.
But early in the Tudor period, the bed is your most expensive piece of furniture. It's going to be down in your main room. When guests come, they're going to have your best bed.
Now, you were telling me about a certain emblem that's in here.
Well, you see in this panel here, lightly incised, a daisy wheel pattern.
Okay.
And this is what we call an apotropaic mark, or more commonly called a hex mark, to ward off against witches. The 16th century, still great belief in witches. You're going to want to protect your home and your family. So you're going to want these near a door, a window, or in our case, a fireplace where a witch can get into your home.
Okay, interesting. So, Ann, we are now in the dining parlor, is that right?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm so excited. Tell me all about all of these wonderful treats that are on this table.
Well, just like today, Christmas would be a time for all the treats you've been waiting for all year.
Okay.
And we have things that to us seem simple, like an orange, but you realize they've come all the way from Spain or North Africa. So these are delicacies to have come all the way to northern England.
Wow, okay.
And we have things made out of spun sugar, these marchpane trencher, and the cup here.
So wait, the cup is actually made out of sugar?
Yes.
So they drink from it and then they get to eat the cup?
They eat from that, and these are all painted with local dyes. You can have edible dyes from other foods to make these beautiful, delicate things.
The little plates are also edible.
Absolutely.
That is fascinating.
Well, this is the one room in the house that's been maintained the way the Williamses had it when they lived here.
Okay.
So this library was created in the 1920s, and it was the main entertaining space for the Williamses.
Okay.
And you see it decorated for 1942 when they had soldiers and veterans who were home from the war over here to entertain them during the war.
Oh, wonderful. And a Christmas tree, which is unusual for this house. You were telling me this house usually did not have a Christmas tree prior to it coming to the States.
Correct, and Christmas trees really only come into England with Prince Albert in the 19th century. But since we're in 1942, we can have a wonderful tree with all the colored lights and glass ornaments on it. And this here is a royal pardon from Queen Elizabeth I to Robert Langley of Agecroft. You'll see the largest word in there is the Queen's name, as it should be. And it pardoned for any number of crimes he may or may not have committed.
So we are in one of the bedrooms at Agecroft, and this is an incredible, gorgeous bed.
This is one of my favorite items in the house, this painted bedstead, still with its original paint from the 16th century.
From the 16th century?
It is indeed.
Wow.
And in a time when children did die young, and it was important to have lots of children, you'll see that the decoration here on the bed has a lot to do with fertility. You have flowering flowers, you have Adam and Eve type characters, all these things that should bring you some good luck or good omens for your bed and for your family.
Wonderful. And you were telling me that there are angels in all four corners, is that correct?
They are indeed. They are mustached, red-headed angels.
Oh my, okay.
That's my favorite detail, although I don't know that I want to wake up every morning and see that the first thing I open my eyes.
I know. And we are overlooking the Great Hall. Tell me what's hanging down there.
Well, for the 12 days of Christmas, we have a kissing bough. Much like mistletoe, a place to catch a kiss with your sweetie. Remember, this is a time of merriment and pleasure, and the kissing bough is just another enhancement to the decorations. This one has been made by our own garden staff here, wonderful, made out of live holly and with a beautiful pear hanging down in it.
And your horticulture staff has created these amazing Christmas trees for Agecroft. What is this?
Well, these are beautiful, and this is, as you said, a creation, all of their own creation. They have dehydrated citrus fruits here, grapefruit, lemons, and oranges, and then hung them out. So it's entirely natural decorations. They wouldn't have had Christmas trees in Tudor periods, but everyone likes Christmas decorations in the courtyard, and so we feel these are made of materials that would have been available at the time, and eco-friendly, I'd like to point out.
Eco-friendly. And the Agecroft grounds are gorgeous. And we're here on a very cold, snowy day, but tell me about the grounds of Agecroft.
Well, we have a series of gardens here and room for children to run around. So if you brought your children through the house, it's great to let them run in the ground. In the summertime, there's a little maze in the grass for them to run through. Springtime is my favorite time here, particularly in the sunken garden, where our horticultural staff has planted more than 4,000 tulips that will come up in April.
Wow.
So that's a fabulous time to come check out our gardens.
Yes, and we're right here on the James River too, is that right?
Absolutely, looking right over the James River.
And how long is the house going to be decorated for holidays and Christmas?
We'll be decorated throughout the Tudor Christmas period, through the first week of January.
Okay, so that's the Epiphany, correct?
Correct.
All right, so if you and your family would like to come out to Agecroft Hall, this is a wonderful time to do it during the holiday season. Come on down, make yourself at home. You will be so glad you did.
Cindy Merritt is nationally recognized as a leader in the U.S. real estate market. Of the more than 35,000 realtors in Virginia, the American Institute of Real Estate Professionals consistently ranks Cindy in the top 10 best realtors in the state.
Make Yourself at Home is sponsored in part by Paul Adams, branch manager and nationally recognized senior loan officer with Prime Lending, a Plains Capital company. With over 400 mortgage options available, Paul Adams and his team work hard to uncover the key to each client's mortgage success.